Sweetheart, I'm home.
Oh god.
And I've also brought half kg kanda which you told me to.
Uh,
By the way, nice tiffin you make today.
you sound sarcastic.
No, this is the friendliest. Don't you see my shows?
I don't. It's scary.
Yeah, sometimes even I do. But still,
Arnab, like you keep yelling at me all the time. I feel.
don't patronize me.
No, you paid.
Don't patronize me. Why are you behaving like Kunal Kamra?
Who is Kunal Kamra?
Kunal Kamra, you don't know Kunal Kamra is my very good friend. Why are you behaving like him today?
I think I'm leaving.
Miss Mehman, no.
You can't stop.
No.
Me. See, this is how you always yell at me all the time.
Never.
Don't even let me
ever.
complete my sentences, Arnab.
See, that is what love is, completing each other's sentences. I keep loving you and I keep completing your sentences.
I'm going to leave. I can't stay.
No!
Welcome back to our podcast, Relationships Aajkal, where we discuss pressing issues pertaining to every relationship, be it with your partner, your friends, your bosses, or even your neighbors. I'm Prajakta.
And I am Kalpit, and we will be hosting this podcast. Before diving into the episode, let us give you a little preview of what you're in for. Our today's episode is Why Do People Stay in Toxic Relationships?
In this episode, we will be briefly discussing about what constitutes as a toxic relationship, and then we'll be diving deep about the reasons why people face difficulties in leaving such relationships.
By the way, I know why we came up with this topic.
You should know. You were involved in this.
Yeah.
I don't like to accept this, but I have this guilt binge watching habit of watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, I like watching drama, all over the top and stupid drama, because I don't like it in my real life. So I'd rather watch it on television in someone else's life.
We were a little sad when we realized that there are only 2 seasons on Netflix.
No, now I'm okay. Like, I got bored a bit after 2 seasons, really. But I started first watching it just to have a little glimpse of all those fancy cars and shoes and clothes. You know, like, that's what we actually watched it for. We didn't want to take away anything from it. But somewhere in the end, I ended up taking some key things or key observations from that show. Like, for example, obviously, a lot of the footage which they show is scripted, almost all of it. But sometimes few things you cannot alter. And that's the relationship which they showed about Taylor and Russell, their marriage. It was a highly toxic marriage, and you could sense that from the first episode itself. And it wasn't about the other marriages were very good. All of the other couples used to bicker all the time and pass snide remarks at each other and whatnot, even after all the editing that came through. But somewhere after seeing Taylor and Russell, God, I felt bad. I felt bad because it was so obvious from the first day that they were in a toxic marriage. It was clearly not going to work. And all the kinds of, like, later in the season when we understood that she actually faced physical abuse from that man who seemed so meek, like so incapable of violence. But somewhere you sense it from the starting that something is not right in a relationship. Usually it's the third person, I guess.
And people who are not Real Housewives veteran, Taylor is the lady who's shouting at cat.
Oh yeah, that meme which went, yeah. I came to know about that actually few months ago. That the meme which we see that there's a woman yelling at, it's not a cat actually, she's just yelling at something, and the second frame is a cat sitting at the dinner table. I used to find that meme very funny, but then few months ago on Twitter, one girl responded that this is actually a footage of someone where she was distressed because of being physically abused. Yeah, so now I know the relation between that meme. So it is about that woman who seemed to have a very fancy life on the outside, but inside she was going through a turbulent marriage. So I know there are a lot of definitions out there of what a toxic relationship actually is.
Correct.
And I don't think that you can put a cap on something. You can encapsulate the concept of toxic relationship in few sentences or few parameters that ये 3 चीज़ें हैं, 1 2 3 चेक, ये तीनों हो रही है अगर आपके रिलेशनशिप में, तो आपका रिलेशनशिप टॉक्सिक है. You cannot say that because every person is different and the relationship of that person with different people is also different. Like पूरा permutation combination वाला scene है. So if I've had 3 relationships in my life, those 3 can be starkly different to each other, even if the person, that is me, who is involved is the same. So I don't know, लोगों का idea of toxicity is different. So you cannot like just give few specific parameters and say कि ये चीज़ है तो toxic है. And in this episode, we are not looking forward in discussing the whole idea of what exactly a toxic relationship is. Because that's a whole different topic. Plus, I don't think you can sum it up in just half an hour. Because you don't know the world, you haven't lived everyone's lives, and you can never do that.
Correct.
So that's a whole different topic. I think it is going to be mostly about why don't people get out of it? What stops people or what scares them? Why don't people get out of it, especially when such relationships are very evidently toxic? Like anyone who comes in contact with such couples, in the first instance they can say that, oh, something is not right or this does not seem normal. If it is so evident, then why people are scared to get out of it? What do you think about toxic relations?
So see, as you said that toxic relationships cannot be defined by parameters where we make a BuzzFeed quiz about it and answer the question and find out what type of cat we are. So there is a wide range. Different type of people perceive toxicity in a different way.
Correct.
It can range from Thappad to Kabir Singh.
Oh yeah.
So level and threshold of tolerance and everything is different with different people.
You are right. I mean, there are people out there who can find Thappad movie, the concept of it, to be a bit immature or a hasty one. And there are also people who defend Kabir Singh and his way of loving.
Correct.
So I know there's a whole different spectrum out there. You cannot just very much in black and white define ki, oh, this is wrong and this is right. So toxic relationships is a whole different concept altogether. This is more about why don't people get out of it.
Also, I was actually reading a study about people who go through divorces and where any sort of abuse is involved.
Correct.
It was very interesting to read that people, even after realizing that they are in a bad relationship, don't seem to get out of that relationship in one go.
Oh, okay.
So the study says that on an average, a person tries to get out of that kind of a relationship 7 times before eventually getting out of the relationship.
That is something. I mean, on an average 7 times.
Yeah.
If there is a huge gap between your spouses, equality wise, respect wise, for a very, very long time, then it turns toxic.
Mutual respect is a must.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that be in love 24/7, like पूरा time एक दूसरे के लिए loving वाले statuses डाला करो, which I do not think is a parameter of a good relationship. Everyone puts their good side on their social media, that's a different thing. But respect is bare minimum.
Correct.
Respect should be there 24/7.
Correct.
And agar there's a lack of respect in your relationship for a long time, then that I would consider that as a toxic relationship. Because somewhere resentment creeps in. जितना भी आप नहीं चाहते हुए भी होगा. It's not like you decide कि oh, now I don't like this person because he does not respect me enough. It just happens. It's like slow poisoning in your relationship. So why do you think that if a relationship is toxic, still people don't leave?
See how we were discussing that for a third person it is apparent. A bad relationship is visible. Everybody other than 2 people who are in the relationship can see it.
Correct.
Most of the times the concept of leaving or coming out of that relationship does not even exist. people don't think that there exists an option of leaving or maybe coming out of that relationship.
Yeah.
They feel that I am meant to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be in this and I have to continue doing this. The thought of leaving
Yeah.
does not even come in their mind because
There exists no option like that.
exactly. Let's say, for example, in India,
Hmm.
how many people have you seen who are divorced?
Yeah, people don't go for the option of divorce at all. I'm not talking about that's not their first option. Fine,
Correct.
I'm not saying that it should be their first option, but yeah, even if the relationship is down the drains, divorce is never an option for majority
Hmm.
of population.
And it has nothing to do with social stigma and all.
Yeah, imagine you live in a joint family and you have your chachis and chachas around, and you see them not being in a happy relationship, but then you see them dragging it till the end. So you are conditioned to believe that that's what you're supposed to do because you don't have an example around you. You might come from a society or the culture where this is not prominent at all. It doesn't exist. People don't talk about it. It's a very hush hush thing, and people don't ever advise anyone to do it, or people haven't done it ever.
And also, I believe that most of the times people feel marriages
Hmm.
are not for love or respect and all. It is for comfort.
Correct.
You just feel कि respect की तो नहीं है ना. How we always discuss about husband-wife jokes.
Do not get me started about that. I hate husband wife jokes. Like, I'm surrounded by people who crack husband wife jokes as icebreakers. That's their तो weather क्या है, क्या ठंड बहुत बढ़ गई है, बारिश बहुत हो रही है, कोरोना बहुत चल रहा है. This is what people use for icebreakers. At least in my ecosystem.
No. Now,
I hate husband wife jokes. Matlab, what is it about those jokes? I know people defend it as, oh, it's just humor.
have some sense of humor.
हाँ,
No.
yeah, नहीं मतलब आई एम द prudest person out there, है ना. मतलब मुझे तो jokes तो लाइफ में नहीं समझते. Like, I see a group of men or group of women huddled up together and very viciously bitching about their spouses. कि मेरा पति तो ऐसा ही है, मेरे पति को तो वो भी नहीं आता, मेरी बीवी तो खाना नहीं बनाती, मेरी बीवी ये, मेरा पति वो. एंड मुझे कोई उम्र नहीं दिख रहा है. दे आर इन ऑल देयर सिंसियरिटी बैशिंग द स्पाउसेस. हाउ इज दैट अ जोक? कहाँ है तुम लोग का वो रिस्पेक्ट? दिस इज नॉट अबाउट लव. यू कांट से कि अरे इट्स जस्ट अ जोक. टेल मी, इफ यू गो आउट इन अ सोशल इवेंट, विल यू गो आउट एंड से मेरी माँ ना बहुत पागल है, मेरी माँ तो मेरे को इतना मारती है, वो तो बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं मेरे को, बिल्कुल मेरी माँ होने का रोल तो वो इतना घटिया निभाती है, काश वो मेरी माँ नहीं होती. Will you talk like this to almost strangers and then say अरे जोक था, अरे जोक है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, चलता ही है हमारा, ऐसा ही है. You cannot say that. Why? Not because people will bash you for that or you will face flag for that, but because you have respect for that person ना. अब आपके पेरेंट्स के बारे में ऐसा, चलो पेरेंट्स तो स्टिल बड़ा फॉर्मल रिलेशन हो गया. यू हैव अ फ्रेंड, तुम तुम्हारे बेस्ट फ्रेंड के बारे में जाके बाहर बोलोगे कि इतना घटिया फ्रेंड है वो, बिल्कुल अच्छे से फ्रेंडशिप नहीं निकाला, एकदम बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आया मेरे को फ्रेंड. फ्रेंड ऐसा फ्रेंड हो तो दुश्मन की जरूरत ही नहीं है ना, घटिया फ्रेंड है वो, हॉरिबल,
And then say,
डिस्पेकेबल.
कैसा लगा मेरा मजाक?
Will you talk like this about your friend with someone else? Like, friendship में भी चलता है, अबे तू पागल है, तू तो ऐसा ही है, तू लकी है, मैं तेरा दोस्त, तू तेरा दोस्त तो कोई नहीं बने, whatever, but you won't talk like this about someone whom you genuinely care about.
Correct.
Then how do you explain this? यार, आप फ्रेंड की भी बुराई कहीं और नहीं कर सकते unless it's a really huge fight. तो हस्बैंड वाइफ जोक्स में कर लेते हैं, लेकिन खाना तो बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं बनाती. ओह गॉड, लाइक द होल एक कॉमेडी कल्चर भी जो उस पर आया है ना कि वाह हस्बैंड वाइफ जोक्स, फॉरवर्ड्स, हाँ मेरी बीवी कितनी पागल है, हाँ काश शादी नहीं होती, हाँ शादी का लड्डू क्यों खाया हो, मैं तो पछता. एक मिनट, कोई आके आपके मुंह में ठूस के नहीं गया है शादी का लड्डू? पहले तो बड़ा मर रहे थे 25-26 साल तक कि शादी कब होगी, बच्चे चाहिए, रोज खाना चाहिए, एंड अभी ऐसे मर रहे हो. इतना तो भाई जाओ ना, निकल जाओ, लीव.
Seriously, it's like
एंड घर जाके तो बड़ा मुंह बंद करके बैठते हो, बाहर आके तो लोगों में मेरी बीवी चुड़ैल है, मेरा पति तो निकम्मा है, उसको एक सब्जी खरीदने नहीं आती, घर पे एक ढंग का कुछ नहीं, हॉरिबली जस्ट बैशिंग बैशिंग। लाइक मैं तो मजाक कर रही थी, एकदम डॉक्टर गुलाटी बनने का ट्राई करते हैं वहाँ पे। आई हेट हस्बैंड वाइफ जोक्स एंड लाइक इट रियली शोज कि आप कितनी रिस्पेक्ट करते हो आपकी स्पाउस की। दैट itself, like मेरे लिए दैट्स वेरी टॉक्सिक, बट गिवन हाउ सोसाइटी के हिसाब से ये मेरा बहुत स्नोफ्लेक नेचर हो जाएगा कि अरे कितनी सेंसिटिव है तू, ये तो नॉर्मल है, ये तो चलते रहे, यही तो शादी है पगली, थोड़े से यहाँ वहाँ जोक्स, थोड़ी एक दूसरे की इज्जत उतारना, थोड़े यहाँ वहाँ थप्पड़ वप्पड़ गाली गलौज, यही तो शादी का मजा है बेटा।
you're not comfortable, no? You can't take joke on yourself, no?
यार,
This is what is
बेटा
this?
कॉम्प्रोमाइज यही तो होती है,
यार।
ये तो मैरिड लाइफ का ये तो
ये तो
फन
उनका
है।
प्यार है। In the conversations like
उसका
आज
प्यार
बारिश-
प्यार प्यार इज हुक्का बार।
Now imagine a society. I mean, we don't have to imagine. We are living in that society. A society where jokes on spouses and all are as common as weather talks.
ओ या
Can you imagine people separating? Just imagine the social stigma around it.
या आई मीन इतना सब होने के बाद इफ यू रियली फील दैट समथिंग इज रॉन्ग इन योर रिलेशनशिप एंड यू डिसाइड टू डू समथिंग अबाउट इट, द फर्स्ट कंस्ट्रेंट यू विल फेस इज फ्रॉम योर ओन फैमिली मेम्बर्स। एक आप कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना नहीं जानते। जैसे वो थप्पड़ मूवी का पूरा प्लॉट ही वो था कि एक थप्पड़ ही तो था,
Yeah.
इतना नॉर्मल है।
Also, he had reasons, no?
या
How they were trying to
करेक्ट,
show.
अरे ही वॉज अपसेट,
सिर्फ
अरे ही वॉज
promotion नहीं
ड्रंक,
मिला।
उसका तुम ये सोचो। सो जब आपकी क्लोजेस्ट फैमिली इसको नॉर्मलाइज करती है तो हाउ विल यू एवर थिंक ऑफ गोइंग अहेड विद योर डिसीजन। एंड डिसीजन आई एम नॉट सेइंग डायरेक्टली सबसे एक्सट्रीम वाला डिसीजन ऑफ बीइंग सेपरेटेड, नो, इवन इफ यू ट्राई टू रिजॉल्व इट, आप अगर वो चीज़ को इशू भी बता रहे हो ना कि दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम, दैट्स इटसेल्फ नॉट अलाउड।
Yeah, I mean, just bringing it out in the open.
मतलब ट्राई टू टेल योर पेरेंट्स और योर रिलेटिव्स की आई एम फाइंडिंग दिस वेरी रॉन्ग, आई एम फाइंडिंग दिस रियली टॉक्सिक, दिस इज नॉट सपोज टू हैपन। यू विल बी रिप्रिमांडेड जस्ट फॉर थिंकिंग अबाउट इट एज अ प्रॉब्लम कि अरे इसको प्रॉब्लम तुम समझ भी कैसे रही हो।
Correct.
तो सोचने में ही अगर आपको डांट पड़ेगी, डू यू थिंक यू विल एवर ट्राई टू गेट आउट ऑफ इट?
Exactly. Also, this is the we are talking about what society tells and what society feels about couples who are going through a bad patch or maybe going through separation or divorce and whatever. The fact that most of the people don't go ahead with such decisions is sometimes that sheer feeling of loneliness. That what will you do after you get separated? Sometimes they feel that the fear of known devil is better than uncertainty altogether.
करेक्ट करेक्ट।
So they just live with it. They feel यार बाद में जाके क्या होगा पता नहीं,
उससे
से
better
ज्यादा
तो-
इसमें ही एडजस्ट कर लो, इसी में कॉम्प्रोमाइज
या
कर
बिकॉज
लो.
आई नो ये यहाँ पे क्या इशू
Yeah,
है।
it's a known devil, so
Yeah.
you know कि कितना खराब होगा.
एंड इवन दैट लोनलीनेस वाला फियर इज अ विशियस साइकिल ना। लाइक शायद वो पर्सन को भी अकेले होने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, बट द वे सोसाइटी ट्रीट्स सेपरेटेड पीपल, द वे दे ट्रीट पीपल हु गो अहेड विद द डिसीजन ऑफ गेटिंग डिवोर्स्ड, आप उनको लोनली फील करा देते हो। You will suddenly stop being invited to social events. You will be shunned by the society, almost shunned, even by your close family members. That will bring the loneliness, not the fact that you got separated.
Exactly.
Not the fact that you start missing your spouse कि अरे यार अलग नहीं होना चाहिए था, he was good. No, that does not bring the loneliness. The other drama which is involved around this separation, that brings it. And उसकी वजह से you don't leave your relationship, no
Correct.
matter how unhealthy it is for you.
The fact that you might lose out half of your friends, common friends, maybe you had somebody who's very close to you. So the fact that after going through this separation, you will lose them, that might affect you, that might not affect you. But leaving this relationship right now is surely going to help you. But
Correct.
at that point, at that moment when you have to take a decision, you sometimes just choose to be with known devil.
Correct, correct.
Because then you know डाउनहिल भी जाएगा तो कितने ग्राफ में जाएगा.
you
यहाँ
can
पे you
you
don't
can
know.
gauge it कि अच्छा अभी ये लेवल चल रहा है, फिर लेवल अप हो रहा है, Yeah, I get that point.
Other than loneliness, I feel financial dependency. Let's not only talk about financial dependency.
Yeah, but I
mean,
think that's the biggest point in our
that
country.
that is true. I just want to bring in the codependent, dependent portion.
Correct, because you are right. Somewhere that point also stops you from getting out of the relationship. Like if you do not have a stable financial life, you are dependent on someone for your financial needs. Obviously, you will have to think about all that because it's not being selfish. You might have kids. You might have to think about them. अगर आप छोड़ के चले जाओ अपना relationship, अपनी marriage, you will always care about यार बच्चों का क्या if you have kids, and even if you don't have kids यार आपका भी क्या ना.
Correct.
Even that's a point.
Correct. And you either get very dependent on financial terms or because of financial terms, and sometimes that dependency also is very emotional.
Yeah, yeah.
You are used to somebody else taking difficult decisions for you, let's say, for example.
Correct. Yeah.
Then now suddenly that person is not there. You feel यार ये situation से better वो abuse था.
Correct.
That kind of dependency, which is monetary and otherwise, is also one of the reasons why people don't choose to part their ways.
Yeah.
And as you said, you have kids. इंडिया में कहाँ ही co-parenting का concept है यार. Co-parenting लोगों को समझ में ही नहीं आता that क्या होता है.
People cannot digest the concept that you can live two separate lives and still be happy. Like you're allowed to be happy. यहाँ पे ऐसा है तुम अलग हो ना, तुम्हें ही दुश्मन.
I mean, we don't know the reality, but ये सुजैन खान, ये ऋतिक रोशन, इनकी फ्रेंडशिप लोगों को अनरियल भी लगती होगी ना.
Yeah.
इतने अच्छे
जैसे
दोस्त
एक
हैं तो divorce
लड़का और
क्यों लिए?
लड़की कभी दोस्त नहीं हो सकते वाला कॉन्सेप्ट है ये. अब सेपरेटेड हो तो आप दोस्त नहीं हो सकते.
यार तुम इतने ही अच्छे दोस्त थे तो डिवोर्स क्यों ले लिया?
करेक्ट करेक्ट.
साथ में ही
बिकॉज
रह
लोगों
लेते.
के लिए वही इम्पोर्टेंट, लोगों के लिए वही पैरामीटर है ना बीइंग टुगेदर. बाकी सब ठीक है, ये चल रहा है ना आपका, ठीक, बस शादी कर लो बेटा.
वही है. सो द डिपेंडेंट पर्सन बहुत बार वो एक सेल्फ वर्थ को क्वेश्चन करना स्टार्ट कर देता है.
सी इट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग जब आपको पता ही नहीं होता है कि आपकी रिलेशनशिप में कुछ गलत चल रहा है. सो द प्रीवियस पॉइंट्स विच वी डिस्कस दे वर पर्टेनिंग मोर अबाउट समवंस इग्नोरेंस कि यार ये चीज़ होती ही नहीं है. पीपल वरंट अवेयर अबाउट यू एक्चुअली कैन सेपरेट, और पीपल द सोशल स्टिग्मा वाला फैक्टर कि यू वॉन्ट टू बट you cannot separate. Financial dependency, all that is about you are wanting to leave but you cannot. But the factor where self-worth plays na, that's the game changer. मतलब sometimes you feel that you are not worthy of a better relationship, you are not worthy of a better partner. ये जो मिल रहा है ना वही सही है.
Correct.
And वो self-worth के भी 2 parts होता है. One is आप inherently बहुत अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट हो अबाउट योर सेल्फ. लाइक बचपन से यू हैव बीन रेज्ड इन अ वे वे यू हैव बीन मेड टू फील वर्थलेस. तो वो केस में नो मैटर आपके पास कितने भी वे आउट्स हो, यू विल नेवर एक्सरसाइज देम बिकॉज समवेयर यू वोंट फील दैट यू डिजर्व इट. दैट डायलॉग फ्रॉम फॉल्ट इन आवर स्टार्स, you accept the love you think you deserve.
Oh.
So that's about it. If you feel like you cannot do better than this, you feel that you have to do something to deserve love. Love बहुत basic, respect बहुत basic emotion होता है. You don't have to earn. उसका कोई पैरामीटर नहीं होता है कि आप अगर महीने में इतना कमाते हो और आपने इतनी पढ़ाई की है तो ही आपको रिस्पेक्ट मिलेगी. That's not it. But somewhere you are conditioned to believe कि भाई तेरे को इतना भी मिल गया ना, बड़ी बात है, कोई और बंदा होता ना ये सह भी नहीं लेता. That's how people portray. So one is very intrinsic, that you feel that you are not worthy of it. And second is when sometimes your spouses hammer that in your head कि you are not good enough. There might be nagging wives out there who will every day remind you कि oh you are not good enough, तुमसे better तो वो है, ये ज़्यादा अच्छा है, तुमको तो ये भी नहीं आता, तुमको तो वो भी नहीं आता, oh my god you are worthless, मैं कैसे सह रही हूँ तुमको, I know. Imagine hearing that every day. It's almost like being hypnotized. Hypnosis का भी वही तो पूरा बेस है कि drill something in someone's mind day in day out. This is what it is, and you'll somewhere start believing it even when you have everything to prove otherwise. Like imagine you are way better than your spouse in अ लॉट ऑफ पैरामीटर्स जो आपको पता है, जो आपके क्लोज वंस को भी पता है, फनीली आपके स्पाउस को भी पता है कि आप में बहुत अलग बेटर क्वालिटीज़ है, यू आर अ गुड पर्सन. बट कंट्रोल भी एक बात होती है, एंड दिस इज हाउ यू कैन कंट्रोल समवन. इफ यू कांट कंट्रोल देम विथ योर एबिलिटीज, some control is about abilities कि I am financially stronger than you, I am smarter than you, I am older than you. मेरी बात सुन. And some control is very psychological. Like you draw a line of 5 centimeters. Someone draws a line of 5 centimeter. आपके पास दो ऑप्शन है to overtake him. आप 10 सेंटीमीटर की लाइन ड्रॉ करो या आप जाके उसकी लाइन इरेज करके 2 सेंटीमीटर पे लाओ. That's how you will win. You have two methods. तो people who follow the first method कि I'll be better than you, I'm better than you, I'm richer than you, I'm stronger than you, तो वो वे में कंट्रोल एक्सरसाइज करते हैं. या तो सामने वाले की लाइन मिटा दो by hammering into their brains कि you are not good enough, you are worthless, जबकि you have the whole world around telling you that it's not the case. बट आप जिसके साथ मैक्सिमम टाइम स्पेंड करोगे उसी का ज़्यादा अफेक्ट होगा ना आपके सर पे. एंड स्पेशली स्पाउस का एक अलग ही प्लेस होता है. जो चीज़ आपका फ्रेंड बोलेगा और जो चीज़ आपका स्पाउस बोलेगा, दोनों का वेटेज बहुत अलग होता है. सो सेल्फ वर्थ अगर आपका बहुत कम था पहले से या हो गया है बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग इन अ रिलेशनशिप, दैट समवेयर मेक्स यू फील कि जो है रिलेशनशिप उसमें चुपचाप रहो. You cannot get better than this.
Also, partner should never ask what do you bring in this relationship. They should rather answer that.
Yeah.
If you start questioning your partner, what do you bring in this relationship, what do you bring, उसका तो self worth खत्म ही हो जाएगा.
Correct.
And more than anything, as you said, validation which you get from your partner always holds a higher value. There are people who actually blame themselves that मैंने कुछ किया होगा to deserve this.
Correct.
या फिर it's my mistake that he is getting angry. और उसका behavior मैं खुद ही justify करा देता हूँ. Because यार मैंने ऐसे कर दिया ना तो उसको गुस्सा आएगा ही ना.
ये वो वाली चीज़ है कि you feel like you are somewhere responsible या you are answerable to someone's actions.
And now imagine in cases of love marriages.
Poor people.
You can't blame anybody else but you for this choice.
Yeah.
And most of the times then people feel अरे यार मैंने choose किया था, it was my mistake, now I have to live with it.
Yeah.
I just want to tell all of those people that your mental peace or your well-being is greater than some of all the mistakes you have ever made.
Correct.
This one mistake should never define your life.
Yeah.
And everybody makes mistakes, yaar.
Like when you are in a love marriage and if that goes wrong, somewhere सब लोग हाथ खड़े कर देते हैं कि भाई तुम्हारी गलती, तुम्हारी चॉइस थी. यार इमेजिन अरेंज मैरिजेस में व्हेन दिस हैपेंस, तुम्हारा पूरा झुंड जाता है बंदे को सिलेक्ट करने, एंड उसके बाद भी थिंग्स गो रॉन्ग एंड यू वांट टू से कि तुम्हारा पूरा जो ग्रुप एफर्ट था, जो पूरा टीम स्पोर्ट था तुम्हारा, वो अगर उसमें कमियां नहीं ढूंढ पाया, तो यार लव मैरिज में दैट गाय और दैट गर्ल उसने अकेली ने सिलेक्ट किया है. happens.
Exactly.
Shit happens.
Exactly.
You cannot blame it. लव मैरिज था ना इसीलिए. देखो हम करते तो नहीं होता. अच्छा मतलब अरेंज मैरिजेस में डिवोर्सेस तो होते ही नहीं. आपके चॉइसेस तो एकदम ऐसा शुद्ध देसी घी जैसे रहते हैं.
यार अमेजोन पे रिव्यू पढ़ने के बाद भी खराब प्रोडक्ट ऑर्डर कर देते हैं ना फिर रिटर्न कर देते हैं ना, और गिव लाइक नहीं मैंने तो खुद के चॉइस से लिया था, अब मैं इसे जिंदगी भर चलाऊंगी. नहीं ना, यू रिटर्न इट.
करेक्ट. अब फटे कपड़े आए तो तुम क्या फटे कपड़े पहन के रोज ऑफिस जाओगे?
नो आई चोज इट. नो.
या सो आई विल जस्ट वेयर टैटर्ड क्लोथ्स नाउ. आई विल हैव टू.
So Prajakta, I believe this discussion can just go on and on and on. What do you think are the key takeaways from this entire discussion?
See, like for the past half an hour, we discussed numerous factors and numerous things why people cannot come out of a toxic relationship. And obviously, these constraints are huge. Like, they are there for a reason. If they were so easy to topple, people would have done it ages back.
Correct.
But if they haven't, obviously, they are really huge, too huge to be defeated. But above everything, your mental and physical well-being matters. Nothing is bigger than that. No other constraint. You try to resolve. First of all, I'm not saying कि यार सीधा जाके बस divorce ले लो.
Correct.
Try to resolve. Try to address those issues with your partner. बात करो, confront करो. If you think something is bothering you, you can just go to them and say कि भाई this is bothering me. Can we please change this? Can we please start afresh? Talk it out. A lot of matters, get sorted because you talk. शायद सामने वाले को इतना नहीं है इमोशनल कोशेंट उसका कि he can understand what's going on with you. शायद he was raised in a way कि भाई ऐसे ही ट्रीट करते अपने स्पाउस को. आप बात करो उनके साथ कि भाई आई एम नॉट लाइकिंग इट. ही माइट see the problem which you are facing, but if that does not happen, yeah, nothing is big enough. ठीक है, financial dependency है, ठीक है, social stigma है. You think about your kids कि यार अकेले हो जाएंगे तो बच्चों का क्या होगा, अलग हो जाएंगे तो बच्चों का क्या होगा. आप साथ में रह के भी क्या कर ले रहे हो बच्चों का. Do you think kids are liking it? Do you think kids will appreciate कि माँ मतलब जो आप रही ना रोज लड़ के, जो रात भर लड़ाइयाँ हुई, जो एक दूसरे को गाली गलौज, जो फर्नीचर टूटे ना, बाय गॉड लव्ड इट. अच्छा हुआ अच्छा हुआ अलग नहीं हुआ.
बंदी कर दिया मैंने
एकदम. मतलब जो ड्रामा चलता था ना दिन भर घर पे, एकदम लव्ड इट, 5 स्टार रेटिंग. अच्छा हुआ अलग नहीं हुआ. मैं सब मिस करता मम्मी. कैन नॉट से दैट कि लाइक अरे पापा क्या गाली खाते थे आप, क्या गाली खाते थे. आपके लिए तो रिस्पेक्ट इतनी उतर गई ना मेरे लाइफ में, इतनी आपकी इज्जत उतारती थी मम्मी. मतलब मज़ा आ गया. आई विल नेवर रिस्पेक्ट यू डैड, थैंक यू. योर किड्स विल नॉट अप्रिशिएट बीइंग इन एन अब्यूजिव हाउस होल्ड. इट्स ओके टू कम आउट ऑफ अ रिलेशनशिप. ये आपके लिए अच्छा है, आपके स्पाउस के लिए अच्छा है, आपके बच्चों के लिए अच्छा है. ऑब्वियसली चेंज इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट शॉर्ट टर्म में. इट इज़ पेनफुल. एनी काइंड ऑफ चेंज इज़ पेनफुल यार. आप आज तक नॉर्मल राइस खा रहे थे, कल से ब्राउन राइस लगा दो, आपको बहुत दिक्कत होगी, बहुत तकलीफ होगी.
मुझे बहुत हुई थी. मेरा सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर कम हो गया था, बाय गॉड.
बट या चेंज इज़ ऑलवेज डिफिकल्ट नो मैटर वॉट इट इज़. बट समवेयर यू हैव टू थिंक लॉन्ग टर्म. उससे बेटर अलग रहो, खुश रहोगे. मे बी उल्टा यू विल ट्रीट ईच अदर बेटर व्हेन अवे. It's okay. Most of the times compatibility issue भी होता है. It's not like the other person is the devil. या आप हो, आप में कोई बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है. It's just sometimes two people don't gel, and if your issues are too big to be reconciled, then it's better to come out of it. It's better that you lead two healthy separate lives.
Correct.
I'm telling you, your kids will appreciate it. Relationships are complicated. You can never say कि oh this is the right way to live. There is no right way in a relationship. It's just your way. Relationship is between two people. जब तक वो दोनों खुश है genuinely, फिर तब तक doesn't matter वो क्या करे. It can be the sickest of the things you cannot even imagine तुम्हारे इसमें हो. But if they both are happy, then the relationship is working for them. And if they both aren't happy, then no matter वो लोग textbook के हर rules follow कर रहे हो, it's not a good relationship.
As you said, try and resolve it because there was a reason you got married to that person. No? There was love somewhere. Try and find it. If you can't find it, it's fine. You don't need to get entangled.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to get entangled.
Will Smith hates that word now.
I mean, you don't need to continuously get into that pattern where there comes an abuse, then honeymoon period, then abuse, then honeymoon period, and you just live your life in those honeymoon period pockets.
Oh God, yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah, that's the thing I never thought about, that honeymoon period wala thing. And that is all for today. Hope you had a good time and thank you again for joining us. Like, follow and subscribe to our podcast and tune in every Saturday for a brand new episode. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Instagram with the same username, because if you do, I'll pray to God that you get the earliest slot on Big Basket with all items in stock.
With Pringles, all 3.
You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, JioSaavn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts by the same name, Relationships Aajkal. See you next Saturday, one relationship at a time.